Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And this is our 12th number episode of podcast. As you know that every Saturday we organize a podcast session and you all know it very well. And in every podcast we discuss different types of social stigma. Like as you know that earlier we discussed about mental health. So you all guys joined that session and you gave your opinion, and that session made you successful. So today's topic is very scintillating. I must say that today we are talking about corruption. So as you know that in every country and including India as well, so corruption is everywhere, and we are facing these types of things in our daily life as well. And if you're just going anywhere, like like from school, from college, from any media, anywhere, you can find out these types of things. So today we are talking about corruption. So as you know that in every session, we invite some guests. So today we have a guest. Today we have invited a well-known face, and you guys know her very well. She is very talented. She's very good speaker as well, and kind-hearted. So I'm going to introduce with you Miss Kamlaji. Hello. Good evening.
Hello, Swastik. Yeah, very good evening, Swastik.
Okay. Hello. How are you?
Yes, yeah, I'm doing good. And what
Okay.
about you?
I am hunky dory as usual, and thank you so much for coming here. I'm really glad to see you here. And I hope you know that very well. Today we are discussing over a topic that is corruption. So, so what do you think about corruption? So,
Yeah,
and what's your feeling? So, kindly tell me what's your feeling? What are you feeling right now?
okay. So first of all, good evening to everyone, and thank you so much for giving me chance to elaborate myself. As a guest, you invited me. Thank you so much from my bottom of heart. So yeah, Swastik, I will tell you my point of view. I wanna tell you very simple way because this topic is very critical. So I want to tell you my opinion and my personal things, personal opinion as well. So corruption, corruption refers to misusing public power for personal gain. I want to mention here for personal gain. It can be done by any politician, civil servant, journalist, or any authority as well. Apart from that, public corruption, we also have private corruption between individual, business, as well as. You know, we have seen so much scams like 2G scams, Commonwealth scams. So, this is the thing, this is a part of the corruption. And why it happens? It happens, for instance, education, name, fame. So this is the my personal opinion about the corruption. And anyone can be involved in corruption. It can be include a politician, public servant, managers, and many more. So this is the simplest definition of corruption. Is abuse of public power for private benefit. Main that is private benefit. So this is the my point of view. Swastik.
Wow, thank you so much, Kamlaji, for sharing your point of view and for giving a simple definition of corruption. And even now, I got to know what is corruption. So definitely, it's a like big issue in every country, and especially in India. Everywhere you can find these types of things. And I'm not talking about only India. Even you can see in other country as well. So but in a if you're just going to compare with that, so definitely you can find out that in India there are lots of corruption case which has been filed, and still some cases is also in a pending mode. So this is the things, and one thing you know that corruption is everywhere, even in Telegram group as well. So even I earlier joined so many groups, and there I have seen this kind of things. And everywhere. And also one thing I would like to ask you, and also you are a teacher and in profession. So have you ever seen this corruption in your field?
Yeah, so I think definitely I have seen. I want to give my personal opinion. Okay. So
Okay.
in 2017, on that time I was in early 20s. Okay. I was just a little kid. Okay. So I gave an exam which has been conducted by DSSS in Delhi. I will tell you the full form of DSSB, Delhi Subordinate Selection Commission Board. So in Delhi, on that day, I saw two girls were talking about the exam. So I was shocked because on those days I didn't have any phone, so I didn't know about the thing. Then they were talking about the corruption. They were talking about the paper leak. I was thinking that why he he was talking about this thing. So after the conversation, I got a news and you gonna shock. The news was that paper has been cancelled due to the corruption, due to the bribe. So this is the thing. On that day, I realized how bad corruption for us.
Yeah, that's true. And you shared your point of view, and you have seen this. Definitely, you can compare these things with like blood cancer. As you know that blood cancer can't be eradicated, but if you see that, like, and also corruption is also like that. So many people they speak over this topic, and even some people they are afraid of speaking something about corruption because they know it's very well, it's very sensitive topic, and it's very very egregious topic, so no one is going to talk over it. So we are discussing over this topic right now, and so now you can ask me any questions.
Okay, I wanna tell you from your side, Swastik. So, what do you think about the corruption? What's your
Oh,
personal opinion? Please give me a very simple definition because most of the people don't know about the corruption. They
okay.
still they are puzzled. Please give me a very simple and unique definition as well.
Yeah. So, in my point of view, or in my definition, like corruption is something just like some people who is doing some egregious things and like dishonesty. Like mostly, it's a one kind of dishonesty. Like you are just if you're just going to take any bribe from some people, so definitely it could be considered as a corruption. And in everywhere, suppose I'm going to give you an example, like in my state, like West Bengal, a scam which has been happened. That is, I think you know that very well, and so
Yeah,
many
yeah, I know.
yeah, they
Hmm.
covered this news that is SSC scam. So even as you know that SSC exam is very important. If you are just going to like if you're just going to attend any job, so definitely it's a very important, like especially in teacher. If you just want to become a teacher, so definitely you have to crack this exam. Okay, so
Yeah,
like yeah, so even they held this exam earlier two times even. Okay, so some minister they took some bribery from some students, and that way they just promise them that yeah, if you made this money, if you give this money, so definitely you will be passed and you will be hired in that post. So that way they made some false promise, and as you know that after that what happened, so many minister they already arrested, and yeah, this happened. So corruption is everywhere and every field. Like I'm going to give you one example. Like suppose, as you know that in India there is lots of law and order, as you know. But even suppose you are just going to somewhere. Okay, so if you have no any helmet, if you have no any like a license. So definitely, the street police, what they do, they just stop you and take some bribery, and they demand some money as well. So this is one kind of corruption. So corruption is everywhere, and these types of things is happening. um, and also so many rules and regulation which has been implemented, but people are like people like a lack of awareness, like people are doing the same, and they are involving in themselves in that particular thing. So it is going on. So I hope you got it, and I make you understand.
Swastik, thank you so much for answering my question. I got your point of view in a very tremendous manner. So yeah, that's the thing. In this picture also shown a man is giving the money under the table. Under the
Yeah,
table. That's a specific thing here. Yeah.
yeah, they don't do
So
anything in front of people, but because of fear.
yeah. So Swastik, I have another question for you. So could you please
Mhm.
tell me, have you seen any scam in your life, in your personal life? Suppose I have seen my example that I have given when I was given my exam in 2017. So do you have any instance like this?
Actually, yeah, I have seen this kind of things in my schooling time. Actually, as you know, that when you're just going to, I'm saying that, like, just in school, so there is some teacher, they always, force you to take some tuition. So this is the compulsory, especially in private school. So when you're just going to read something in private school, this is mandatory. So if you're just going to learn something, so you have to take some tuition from them. So that way, few of teacher, they did this kind of things, and they also um, like like a demand is some amount. Like if you are not ready to take tuition, so definitely you will be failed. So that way they scare them. So it's happened in my schooling time, and definitely right now I think in some schools they are also doing the same things, and it's happening. And yeah, right now I think so many people, they are also facing this kind of thing in their day-to-day life as well.
So, Swastik, I want to tell you, I want to tell you my example. In
Hmm.
my school, teacher, she always say to the students, "Ki, if you will not come here, if you will not take my tuition, you will not pass. I will not allow to
uh,
do any exam." So this thing happened, and this thing is happening right now in this era, in this modern era, in this information era. That is very bad, seriously.
yeah. Okay,
And
so with this, yeah, please, please,
yeah,
please, go on.
Swastik, have you? Yeah. So I wanna give very small example. So have you
Hmm.
seen ration card shop, ration shop? Have you seen that?
Yeah,
Have you?
yeah, I've
Hmm.
seen, yeah, yeah.
That's a thing. Corruption is everywhere. Even in grocery shop, still is
Yeah,
going on.
yeah, that's true. Okay, so we already discussed over the topic. So now I think we should give them chance. And actually, already so many questions which has been put by our audience. So let's move towards that questions, and let's ask those questions to our audience. So they will give the answer, I hope. Okay. Um. Yeah. So just a minute. Okay. So first question, which is asked by Hani Sharma. Okay. I'm sure everyone wants somebody to fix the issue of corruption in our society, either by imposing strong rules or by penalizing people involved in such practice. Shouldn't we shift our focus from blaming others to accepting the responsibility for such a heinous crime? Don't we know it takes two hands to clap? Why don't we focus on building high moral standard in citizens so that they live their life by principle and reverse the integrity of the process? Okay, so his question is about like, shouldn't we shift our focus from blaming others to okay, so he is talking about like we always blame to our government. Okay, so they don't take any steps, they don't do anything about corruption, but even we are not ready to accept our fault. So why we don't take any responsibility? So why we don't take any kind of stake from our, on the behalf of ourselves? So why? So this is the question which is asked by Hani Sharma. I hope you got it. So now who would like to give the answer? Okay, so Prince, Mayank sir, Parmar, Rashid, Vaishali, Pia, Anima, Miss. Okay, anyone?
Hello.
Hello, Anima. Good evening.
Good evening.
And
Actually,
thank you so much for joining podcast station. So I hope you got the questions. So actually, this question is asked by Hani Sharma. The question is about we always blame to our government that they don't do anything about corruption. But why we don't take any steps on the behalf of ourselves?
yes, because people are unaware. The first thing is most people are unaware about those. They know the corruption is going on, but they don't know what they should to do. But I think there is the main responsible is government. It's 100% correct because if they take initiative to do something to transparent in this sector, they can do it because if people Kamla said, if someone want to make a ration card also, and if a person and he is poor, he is unknown, he is illiterate, and he is going to office to make ration card, and the official wants to some money from his, then that time what the person can do because he need a ration card, and if he not get that ration card, the other person maybe they are ready to bribe bribe the money. So it's the laziness, it's the failure of our government, corrupt government, or you can say the official person, so that the people have to do those kind of work. So it's not only, I think everyone knows about the corruption, whether a poor person is going to make a ration card or a rich person going to make a passport or try to admission his son in medical. So everyone knows about this, but I want to say some more thing about this because there are many types of corruption according to an economic crime, money laundering, bribery and corruption, fraud, टैक्स एवेशन जिसे कहते हैं कर की चोरी and embezzlement, I think, kidnapping like, and forgery and counterfeiting, identity theft and terrorist financing. So, mm, the what is economic crime? The first thing is any legal act committed by an individual or group of individuals to obtain a financial or professional advantages. So it's going on everywhere, and we all know about this. Tax fraud, we know, not paying on time and lying about the income. If someone incoming is 3 lakh rupees, he show only 1 lakh rupees. So this kind of things, everyone knows that. And in demonetization, everyone knows that what was going on. the under the table the black money they can white and by giving them bribery. And the other thing also, identity theft. Everyone know they stealing your data from your laptop, PC, and computer also. So and these are things going on. So I think, but then now in present time, the most crime is economic crime. What our political leaders are doing, and I think everyone knows about this, and this is. But I want to mention it. Our sitting MLA or MPs, they are going to sell, and for election, everyone knows that whatever money is spent on all those monies are our taxpayers' money, but still they are going on. So we cannot do anything. We just uh, aware about those things. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Anima, for sharing your thought regarding this topic. It's really appreciable. I do agree, and corruption is everywhere. And when you're just going to see something in front of you, so definitely there are few people who can raise their voice. So this is the thing, and this is the problem in our country, in our society. So no one is just ready to raise their voice. Thank you so much, Anima. So now I think Kamla ji, are you there?
Yes, Swastik, yes, yes.
Okay. So I think you listened her very carefully. So what do you think about it?
Yes. Oh my God, Anima, you just rock. You have lot of information regarding this topic. Thank you so much, Anima. And it was polished performance. Polished performance means you did very well. It was very nice. And you told that my simple example. So thank you so much. You have taken ration card. So there, that is very common. So thank you so much, Anima. You
Yeah,
raised the
thank
point and you given the answer. Thank you so much.
you.
It was very awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay. So I think we should move to our next questions. Okay. So which is asked by um, literally deep. Okay. Good evening, learners. Movie public fear to demand bribe because Gabbar aa jayega. But in actual reality, who will come to stop the corrupt officials, Gabbar or Gorban? Wow, that's really a nice question, which is asked by literally Deep. So actually, I have seen this movie. That Gabbar is back. So it is all about these movies. If you see that movie, so definitely it's the theme is all about corruption. So definitely it's a great movie, and you can learn something after watching this movie. So definitely the message of this movie is really great. So now the question is like we all know about corruption, but in that movie, so he said that in that movie, a public servant feared of demand bribe because gabbar aa jayega. But in the real life, no one comes in our life. So what do you think about it? So who will save? Who will remove this kind of things, corruption? So what do you think? What's your idea? Um, Rashid, Nirashi,
Swastik.
Sudar,
Yeah,
Hey, hi,
who is
Swastik.
speaking?
okay.
Anima. Oh, sorry, Anam. Okay.
Yeah. Can I
Okay. Would you
give the?
like to give the answer?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Yeah, like as you know, so many peoples are in our society nowadays. So many peoples have on to government job, and because of some peoples are to having a government job is a good initiative. They are honest initiative, but some people are they would like to join government sector because of the corruption. They are earn money is so faster and so easily. So in that way, so many people want to join government sector. But you can I'm not saying like everybody are corrupt, everybody are doing corruption, but somehow in our society some people are doing corruption because of uh, yeah. And yeah, literally Deepa saying government should work on that thing, so how to remove the corruption, how to overcome this problem. So you can say that and as you know, in most of the time in our society 50% more population in our India is unliterate, they are uneducated, especially in a rural background. They when they comes in a government office or for some work, they having some problems. If they having related to Aadhaar cards or their field related problem, or ration card related to problem, so they comes to the government office and for fulfill that work. But in front of them, their officers are sometime they will be doing corruption with that people, because of they have no knowledge about that. They have no idea about the government schemes and all that kind of stuff. So they are totally unaware about that, so they can easily become a victim of that kind of thing. So yeah, so first thing is that you can do one thing. We should work on our government sector. We if government provide to good education to people, so in that way people are not become victim of those kind of things. They have if they have a knowledge related to that kind of thing, so they will be fight that kind of thing, they fight the officers that thing. So in that way we will overcome this problem. And in another way, you can I want to give one example, like in our India, in our nation, for example, we have millions of family, and in millions of family are living in the 2 millions of houses. And in the for example, in one family, in one house, there are two children and both are parents. And the father, sorry, father was doing government job. So if the children can say to their father, you if you are doing corruption is not a good thing. Like if you are providing us a good facilities to corrupt money, if you are buying a cell phone or car or some kind of thing, so we are not giving benefits of them. We are not using that car or the cell phone. If you are in that way you need yeah, the children said to father, you have to stop the corruption. We are not it's not a good thing. So in that way children will be understand the father, and father will be understand the children. So and father if father will be given the lesson from that thing, so it in that way will be it will be help to the remove the corruption. Because of, as you know, children are the future of our nation. They are a breath of our nation. They are our future is on our young generation. If young generation will be aware about that thing, so it will be helpful to over the corruption. Like
Okay. Thank you so much, Anam, for giving the answer. And you answered very well. And it's true. And definitely, if you are just going to watch any movie, so that time you can learn something, you can get a lot of message. But in reality, no one is just going to uh, fight back. So this is the things, and this is the reality. Thank you so much, Anam. Kamla ji, would you like to say something? What
Anam,
What's your
yes,
opinion?
thank you so. Swastik. Thank you, Anam, for answering the question. Uh, You mentioned one thing that education is one of the most critical steps which can help in reinforcing the correct business practices. This is the way, this is the way people will know how to identify corruption. And, only education, know how to identify the corruption. So, yeah, you mentioned that education is the most powerful weapon. So, this is the thing. Yeah, you mentioned that. And yeah, thank you so much, Anna. It was awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Anam, and thank you so much, Kamla ji, for giving her feedback as well. But I have a question to you. Like, as you know that when some people, like especially in vote, so in that time, so many like we always see that black money and so many things, and even so many like the minister, they are just going to ready to take bribes. So, who gave them bribe, and what is the motto? Why they are ready to get that bribe?
Yeah, Vasu, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, okay. So could you please repeat your question?
Yeah, actually, I'm saying that when any like especially in time of vote, okay. So when election comes, so that time so many news which news channel they covered one news that like some black money which has been recovered from his or her possessions. So what is the reason behind that, and why only you can find out this type of news in that particular time, like in time of election?
Yeah, it is very familiar question, Swastik, because I live in Delhi, and in Delhi there will be election. There will be election of MCD, Municipal Corporation Department, and it will be start on 4th December. On 4th December. So yeah, uh, uh, today I have seen a lot of news. So this thing happened. Why? Because leaders and ministers know if they will give money, they will give some motivation things. It may be a reward, it may be some money, it may be some things. So people will listen them and people will give vote to them. So that's a thing. And one more thing you asked to me, what is the black money? Black money means money, money you did not earn, you gain by the fraud system, by the corruption, by the bribe, by any dishonest way. This is called the black money.
Okay. Thank you so
Yeah,
much again, and thank you for giving the answer as well. And now I got to know what is the black money. So it's not that much. It's not that money we earn. Like a hard, like working hard by working hard.
yeah.
So
We
definitely.
earn, we earn by dishonest. This is called the
Ha, ha,
black
ha,
money.
ha.
Yeah, Swasti.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So now I think we should move to next question. Actually, next question which is asked by me. Okay. So I have two questions. That first one that do you think police union play a good role in the prevention of corruption? Do you think police unions play a good role in the prevention of corruption? Okay. So who would like to give the answer? Rashid, Richa.
Yeah. Hi, Sasik.
Yeah. Hello. Good evening. How are
Good
you?
evening. Yeah, I am totally fine. What about you?
Yeah, I am hunky dory as usual. Thank you so much for asking, Rashid. And I hope you got the questions.
Yeah,
So,
of course.
yeah. So, what's
I
your
think the
take on this?
police union does not play a much important role towards the towards ending the corruption. In fact, they are also involved in that. Right now, we are seeing if you are passing through any toll plaza or any through national highway, you will find many more polices who are standing on the roadside, and they demand some money from the truck driver because the truck is overloaded. See, before that, you will also see that there is mistake from the truck driver side also, that they are giving the money. And why they are giving? Because they know that my truck is overloaded. Means it is totally means to all the people are involved in the corruption in today's world. I think so. Means everyone is doing the corruption in some of the ways. In fact, we are just telling right now, but we are also getting involved in that. When you go any to Aadhaar card center or to any I think government office or to any places like bank and all, to make some IDs. Okay, now at that time what we will do? We also use the same card. We also give 50 rupee. Yeah, take 50 rupee more. Do my work before. Means see, the common people are still doing all this type of thing. When you are going to any, in fact, when you are going to any privileged place also, like a pilgrimage place, there also you will see two line. One is for normal people and one is for VIP line. It is known as VIP, where only VIP can enter. Then through that VIP line, some of the normal people also go in by giving some of the money, like take 200, let me worship before. So see, these are the parts of the corruption which is happening, and I think someone gave the example of black money. Uh, Means someone told about the black money. Black money is the money which is totally stolen, means to where you don't pay the GST, which is taken by the government of India, like 18%. I think normally government is charging right now 18% from the people or from any type of private industry or any type of seller. They have to pay 18% of GST to the government. But if they are not paying that GST, then it is called as the corrupted money or black money. This is the term which has been derived from there. Yeah, means I think in today's time everyone does that. When you go to any shop, then at that time you will not you don't try to get some original receipt. Yeah, don't demand also that give me the original receipt. You only tell, yeah, give me that mustard oil I want to buy. If its cost is if the MRP is 150, that seller will demand only 130 rupee. They will tell, yeah, there is some discount. But if you will demand some type of receipt, they will suddenly get 150 rupee in those receipt, because they have to show because that receipt is only, I think this is the one of the GST card for them, that let the government know that, yeah, how many amount they have sold from their shop. So they have to pay the GST for that product. In fact, if you go to any block at that time, when you make some type of jati avasi, or it means caste certificate, income certificate, at that time also you give 50 rupee, 100 rupee. These are the parts of the corruption. And okay, I'm going out of the trap. You told about the police union. I don't think it is playing a major role towards ending the corruption. Even if you are knowing about the Jharkhand news, then one IPS officer, he took he when ED had raided his home, her home, then it was found that she was keeping 1 crore 25 lakh, 1 crore, 125 crore rupee in her home. So how can you think that police union is playing a very important role towards ending the corruption? In fact, they are the one who are doing the corruption. And I think education is not the solution. If you are going to give education to someone, then it is not the solution, because that IPS officer is much more educated than any more educated person also. I will tell in this way that becoming in today's time, becoming clearing UPSC is also one of the biggest thing right now. And they cleared the UPSC now, and now they are at that position, means they are the most educated person. So I don't think that education is the solution. The solution is that there should be a very strict law. We should have to be maintained by every people, and people should stand. Means people should have to keep patience, keep consistency in their life. One of the thing is that patience you have to keep. If you are going to any government organization, you give just 50 rupee. Yeah, do my work before. Why to do? Can't you wait for 15 minutes at least? Can't you stand for 5 minutes? Many more people who are standing in the row, you can also stand. You can also be the part of them. Talk with the people who are standing. Spend the time in this way. But no, you are just giving the 50 rupee, just, and why that 50 rupee is the biggest burden in today's time, because one people has given 50, the people who are standing on back side of yours, they will also give the 50. So these are the parts of the corruption which is totally increasing. So I think people should be aware. The law, the first thing is that law should be made in a very strict way, that of course if you are doing any type of corruption, if it has been seen by from many people, then an strict action will be taken under the penal code. And second thing is that people should be aware of that. Be educated, but not that much educated that you will also start to give the corruption. Be keep only that much education how much is required for you in term of uh, uh, maintaining a good policy for our country, and try to be keeping patience in your life. I know, means I am thinking today's corruption's major role, what is happening from the people side only. They are only increasing it day by giving 50 rupee, 10 rupee, 100 rupee to the government staffs. It is totally not required in today's time. Yeah, that's much only.
Okay, thank you so much, Rashid. You spoke very well, and it was a tremendous speech, I must say. And you shared your point of view regarding the questions. So definitely, when we see that, we are always see that we have lots of faith, we have lots of trust on policemen. But finally, in reality, they don't do anything, and even they are involved in themselves. They also involved in that particular thing. So they took some bribe, they took those kind of activities. So definitely, how some middle class people, some general people, they are going to be trust to them. So this is the thing. And thank you, Rashid, for giving the answer. So now, Kamlaji, what do you think and about Rashid?
Yeah, Swastik. Yeah, I listen you very well, Rashid, but it is very good. But I have a question for you. Can I ask to you, Rashid?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm thinking that you are saying that you do not give 50 rupees, 10 rupees, 20 rupees, but the reason behind that is the the queue is very long, the line is very long. That's why people are giving that. And you know, number one reason is line is very long, and number two reason is you know ministers and officers, they are not doing work. When they are sitting in the on the chair, they are not doing work, they are just wasting their time. So two main reason, that's why poor people, what they do, so they give money, because line is very
See,
long now, line is very long, and you said that 15 minutes. No, it will take around 4 hours, 5 hours, and 6 hours, and much more. I have seen,
okay,
to
I
be
am
very
totally
honest.
aware of your concern. Okay, now, but according to your problem, this is not the solution now to give the bribe to those people to give 50 rupee. This is not the solution. The solution is that you should be aware. You should start shouting over there that why are you doing all this type of thing? If if not only you told that you are that there is a very long row, there is a very long queue, then that queue has some unity. That there should be some unity between them. They should have to start shouting together. Suddenly, the staff will be frightened too much, and he will start working. And I did many times because it is just a means whenever I visit some of the government organization centers for doing for some work at that time, they used to be late, and I am having so much height, that's why they get sometimes frightened. I made them, means because we whenever I go with my friends, at that time I make them frightened because they are not doing their work in a very nice way. So this is the responsibility of the people. Okay, now and they are also waiting. Why they are not working? Because they are also waiting. Some people will come, some God will come who will give me 50 rupee in my hand, and I will start working. They are keeping this thought, and this thought will be changed only when you will be changed. That queue is long because they are also waiting for the same thing now. 100 rupee, 50 rupee. Some donation will come, then they will start their work. So I think now it is the time to show the unity. If you'll be in unity, then any can be done. Anything can be done. Right now.
Thank you so much, Rashif. How intelligent and mature person you are. Thank you so much for your marvelous explanation. Yeah, I got your point. Next time I will go, I will raise my voice. Thank you for giving me such a unique
Yeah.
idea.
You got your answer. And thank you so much, Rashmi, for giving the answer as well. Okay, so now I have to move to next questions. Okay, so which next question, which is asked by Ruhi. Okay, question is very interesting, I must say. Like, which type of corruption exists in India? Which type of corruption exists in India? Okay, so who would like to give the answer? Happy, Sadhna, okay, Sri Krishna, Praveen, anyone? Deepti, okay, Beena Manral, okay,
Hi, Swastik.
yeah, who's speaking? Beena, right?
Yeah, I had just joined this. What's going on?
Actually,
What should
podcast
we talk?
session is going on. Yeah, podcast session is going on, and we are discussing over a topic that is corruption, and so many questions which has been arisen by our audience. So we are discussing over that question. So would you like to give the answer, Tina?
Huh? Okay, what is the question?
Okay, so a question is about like how many types corruption you can find out in India.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Uh, Maximum, if I talk about the corruption, so I think our political leaders, we find the corruption mostly among the our leaders, politic leaders, like the I can say that people also involved in these things. Like if I talk about the political leaders, so they do not. Uh, they only make the promises when they need vote from the janta. But if I but when they vote, so after that they uh, don't fulfill their promises which they earlier make to the audience or janta. And the second thing that in our country, the black money are maximum, I can say that the businessman who earn lots of money, but they do not file the tax as per the government's rule. So I think it is also the part of corruption. And because of this, this affects our Indian economy. If everyone they will be loyal towards the country, doesn't matter whether it is political leaders or normal businessmen. If they will be loyal towards the country, so I think it will impact our economy. That's it.
Okay, thank you so much, Tina, for giving the answer. So, as far as your knowledge, there are lots of corruption in India, and like in political and in everywhere, like in business, in workplace, everywhere. Okay, so thank you for giving the answer. So, Kamlaji, what would you like to speak something?
Yeah, it was awesome, Dina. And you mentioned that there are lots of corruption. There are many types of corruption, like political, and you mentioned that there's sports and schools. So yeah, that's the thing in everywhere. There are a lot of types. Yeah, thank you, Veena. It was awesome.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah,
Kamlaji and
Swastik
Bina.
ma'am.
Yeah, would you
Yeah,
like to
Swastik
speak
ma'am, I want to
something?
reply this.
Okay, yeah, you can.
Okay, this is Prince Shukla actually. May I?
Yeah, please proceed.
Okay. Ma'am, first of all, for giving chance to me of speaking. Actually, ma'am, there are many types of corruption in our society actually. Nepotism is also a corruption. When a superstar thinks or see that he's from Bollywood superstar kid, so on that time they got a favor there. Second corruption is place character locality corruption is also there. Like if I am from UP and I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about people mentality. And one person who will come from their state, So there is also a different type of corruption. Third type of corruption is recommendation. If you will go for any job, you will not get. But many times I found that when any minister or any other official will recommend that job, so they easily get that. So this is also a type of corruption. Fourth one is corruption, bribery means money. It's also very simple, and I want to explain corruption in different way actually. We always want to do anything in shortcut. We don't want to stand in queue. That's why many times actually we mix corrupt people. And when you were talking, all of you were talking about police role in corruption. So I just want to tell that police is not completely involved in that. They have also pressure of ministers, because I am talking about police station close to my home. They have also pressure. They are actually they collect money. They have a target for achieving and they pay that money to their higher officials, and the higher officials pay that money to leaders, means rajneta, I just want to tell. So actually they are not doing, it's a big chain actually. One person is not doing that. So if you and Rajiv Gandhi told one thing, that when we send 1 rupee for welfare of for welfaring of public, so hand to hand it rubbed and discreet. So when we send here from here 1 rupees, public get only 1/4 or 1/5 of that money. This is saying, this sentence was said by Rajiv Gandhi. So I just want to mention also there, government also know about that, and yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Prince Kumar, for giving the answer as well. And definitely, it's true, corruption is everywhere, and nepotism. Oh my God, it's really a great point which you raised over here. Definitely, in like in film and industry, you can see that you have any connection. If your dad, your mom, they have any connection in film, so definitely you are going to you are going to debut in film as well. So definitely, there is a huge chance if you have any connection. And definitely, like if you see that in India, if you are just going to give some money, I mean, even like we are talking about bribery. So even your next person is ready to going to take, so why you not? So these types of things are happening in order to get some advantages as well. Like Rashid also shared something about it. With so many people, they are doing this kind of things. We always blame to our government that they are not doing anything, they are not taking any action. But right now, it's happening. Even we should do something from our, on the behalf of ourselves. It's very important. So then these types of things can be eradicated from the society. Thank you so much, Prince Kumar, for giving the answer. So Kamlaji, would you like to say something?
Yeah, thank you so much to you said very well. You said a very good thing. You said that,
Sorry, Kamla
yeah,
ma'am, your voice is not
Yeah,
clear.
you are
yeah,
less
am I
audible.
audible? Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
now it's
it's
okay.
okay, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So yeah, thank you so much, Prince Kumar Shukla. You said very well. And one thing I want to tell you, that you said nepotism. That was very unique point, and it happens. And recently, we have seen nepotism uh, in Bollywood last to last year. So Shan Singh cases. So yeah, that's a true, and it happened in Bollywood, in corporate, in private sector, even in government sector as well as. So yeah, that's a thing, and I like your point, and it is very unique. And oh yeah, that's a thing. Thank you so much, Prince.
Thank you, both of
Yeah,
you.
thank you so much, Prince Kumar and Kamla, and Kamla as well for giving the feedback. So okay, so before moving towards next question, and I have an announcement that as you know that we have an YouTube channel, and guys, whoever just present in the VC right now, already you subscribe to our channel. So if you didn't subscribe our channel, so kindly subscribe it. Definitely, if it's going to do the same, you will get a lots of information, lots of stuff which is related to spoken English, and especially whatever just going on right now. Like actually, we are all here podcast station. So you can get this podcast as well over here, and this station is going to be recorded. And after this recording, we will publish this station on YouTube, so you can find it out, you can check it out, and you can listen your thought again. Okay, I hope you got it. So now I have to move to next question. Okay, so your next question. Okay, so that question which is also asked by Ruhi. So question is, what an individual can do to curb the corruption? It's a great question. As an individual, what can you do to curb the corruption? I hope you got it. So who would like to give the answer? Kindly unmute yourself and give the answer. Sadhna. Sadhna, are you there?
Speak, brother.
Who is speaking? Okay,
Speak,
Krishna.
brother.
Yeah, Krishna. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, so would you like? Okay, yeah, you're audible, Sadhna. Okay, so Sri Krishna, you can give the answer after Sadhna. Okay, so yeah, you're audible, Sadhna ji. Yeah. So, what's your take on this?
Your voice is not visible, audible. Just a minute, I
My voice?
rejoin again. I rejoin. I
Okay.
am not able to hear.
Okay.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are completely audible. Am I audible to you?
Yeah, now you are audible. Actually, earlier I am
Okay.
using the headphone. That's why maybe there is a disturbance.
Okay, okay, no issue. And I hope you got that question. Actually, as a as an individual, what can you do to eradicate corruption?
Actually, I heard one story. I read one story, and that's really good. I find it's really good. Even we cannot see the little things which we may happen, which may happen unknowingly, but it's create a great problem. I share one story. Like there was a student who goes to, there was a KG class student or one class student who goes to school, and from there they steal one pencil box from there. Then what happened, one pencil from there, then what happened, mother said, whose pencil is this, and you have to return it. Then that person go and that given that pencil. Then next day what happened, he has taken one pencil box, full pencil box with a full stationery in it. Then when he come back, then mother thought, okay, it's useful for my children, he think in her mind, and she didn't say anything. Then what happens, he started stealing little bit things, and he sometimes he didn't show to her mother. Mm, so this become a practice. And what happened when he become young, and he got arrested by the police. And then her mother said, her mother said, why beta, what is the problem in our in a we have did you and at each and everything whatever you demand, so you should not do this type of things, that police came here and arrest you. Then that boy said to her mother, if the first time you told me, you told me I should not keep that this pencil box, then I will not get a habit of this stealing things. So it's a very small thing, but we can't understand. This is it start from the beginning. So if elders, our surroundings at that time not stop the things, and it will become a, later on it will become into the corruption, or it may be the their path may be the in a different way. So it's a really very small thing, but I find whenever we find anyone and we know to each other, then at that time we need to stop and aware them, because so that they cannot become a big problem in their life, and maybe um, they can change at that time only after listening all these things. So there should be the moral ethics in each and every place, and it should be on regular basis, not an, and we should keep on watch, even in elder, when we become an elder, younger, whatever age, but there should be the moral ethics. Even another example I can give you, when I got the government job, and there is a rule, if you will not join in at that time, I know I am not aware about the current time, at that time if the person who got the who got selected, and they will not join within a month, then the second person will get a chance, then after that third person will get a chance. So in this way they have selected the three persons. So I have selected for the first year. Like, my father is aware about that. This is the rule. If you will not join for 1 month, so they will do, they will not they coordinate with the speed post person, and from there they will take that letter, so that the exact person will not get that letter, and they can cross the 1 month, so that another person can get the chance. So this is also the part of corruption. If the person is aware, my father is aware about that, yes beta, you have selected, I think, because I am very confident, yes I will definitely be selected, I'll select. Then I said to my father, yes papa, I think I should get I may be selected. Then my father continuously take the go to the post office and find out the letter. Otherwise it is going to be missed, and I will miss the government job. It is you can understand, it's very difficult to find a government job. So there is a corruption which we are not aware. There are so many things which the general public are not aware. Otherwise I will also going to miss that government job, but I find a job due to my father awareness. So these type of things is still happening, where person think, yes I am not selected, and internally there are a lot of correction. So I all do two examples I have feel personally, and I find, yes, whatever you are doing, and whatever the new rules is implemented, at least aware about that. And I have faced many issues, but due to my father is too much intelligent and aware, so I have sought out many things, even in a bank also. And one time bank person is said, no, I have opened the account in rupees 2000, but it shows zero. Then I said, no, it is the zero, you in my account only the zero amount is showing, but I have opened the account on 2000. Then that lady, bank lady, at least send me 7 times. I become very fed up. So I need to forget about that 2000 rupees, because I have already given 7 days for that, but I didn't find the solution. Then what happened? My father said, just told that I am going to complain the superintendent, because they know what is the right channel. As I told, I am going to tell this thing to the superintendent, and I will not come again. In the same day, within a 1 hour, I got the call, yes, you have a 2000 rupees. So this is the practical example which I have faced. All these are the corruption. If you are aware, and if you raise your voice, as I already heard the I think Sri Raj, yes, this is the right thing. If you are raising your voice, and if you are well aware, then no one can down you. So these are my personal experience which I have shared. Yeah. So we should
Nice
aware it
example
and
you
raise
have
your voice.
shared.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
But
you
I
so
have a
much,
question
Sadhana.
here.
Yeah, Bina, you can ask. Actually, time is running out, so that's why. Yeah, you can ask, but make it short. Yeah.
Okay. As Sadhana has shared the problem you have faced to stop this, you means your father guide you. But suppose that if anybody get this kind of situation, so on that time, if they don't have knowledge, so how can we stop this corruption? Means illegal things which is happening in our country. So if we don't have knowledge about it, and we don't have even there is no one to guide us, so how can we resolve this issue?
Yeah, definitely we face the problem, but if we share with our issues with someone who is educated, and maybe we will find out the solution. And like in this platform, there are so many things which we are sharing, and they are hearing, so it will increase our awareness. So definitely, gradually, when we listen all other things, and news things, and how they can sort out, then we will learn something and try to sort out our problems.
Okay,
Can
thanks,
I
Sadhana.
ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, actually, no. Actually, time is running out, so I
Okay,
have two questions. I'm going to ask that, so you can give the answer of that question only. Okay. So I'm going to move to next question. Oh, before moving to it, so I would like to say that Shadna ji, you spoke very well, and you shared your real example, and it's really tremendous, I must say. And I think all people who are present right now in the VC, they learned something after listening you. You are a really belligerent person, and it's really tremendous things, I must say. So, Kamlaji, what's your thinking? Kindly share your points of view.
Sadhana,
yeah. Thank
Sadhana,
you, Sarthik ji.
seriously, seriously, dear my friend, you rock. You explain your own view, your own personal view. That was awesome. And one more thing I want to tell you, Beena, I want to give you in a very short manner. In this era, in this information era, you cannot say that you haven't any information, you haven't any guidance. No, you have lot of information there on your mobile. You have lot of YouTube channels, Telegram channels. You have in most unique channel that is study learners. There are a lot of people who always motivate you, who always guide you. So don't worry. In this era, you have lot of knowledge and you have lot of guidance. So in this era, no one will make fool you. Don't worry. Okay, Bina.
Okay, Kamla, thank you.
Okay, so now I have to move to next question. Um, okay, so which is asked by Shivam Sharma. Okay, so kindly listen that question carefully. Okay, so does corruption adversely affects growth? Does corruption adversely affects growth? Growth? What do you think about it? Who would like to give the answer? Shiv, Shreyas Chatterjee, Sudhar, Meenu Mehta,
May I?
Beena. Okay, so is there anyone if they are not willing to give the answer, so I'm going to move to you only. Okay, so I'm going to give you a chance again. So if there, who
Yeah,
is speaking?
give chance to Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna,
Sri
faster.
Krishna. Okay, yeah, Sri Krishna, would you like to give the answer?
I'm unable to give answer, but I will try to speak about corruption a little bit.
Okay, but yeah, make it short. Okay, so actually we already it's at 10:15 and time is running out. So
Yes.
yeah, make it short and give your answer. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thanks for giving the opportunity. Corruption. Anywhere we are entered to there, corruption is there. Indian Army to election department, small vegetable market to supermarket, state government to central government. Anywhere we have to go to there, corruption is there. Due to no fear about the public or who are the doing, who are working in a multinational company or small company, who don't have fear that people are doing the corruption. Due to corruption, we not growth, we will not implement, will our country will also automatically go to down. Small business persons also giving something money to government or who he want to get the project or something purpose, he given something money to the opposite person who was the manager or supervisor. Like that way, who are small age too, there are good, don't do corruption, we do good works. Like that way, our mothers and our school teachers, who are the good people, are saying, good persons all are saying to other persons, don't do bad things, don't do corruption. Like that way, like Rama, like that, all are our generation senior people are doing like that way. But nowadays, totally is changing. 90% of people are doing is the bad things. 10% only very, very good people are doing. Due to that 10%, our society will now, this is Kali Yuga, but 10% of people are due to that good things. Our society is now is good way is going on. Fear should be required. Who don't have fear, that people are definitely do the bad things. Many persons are there. They are facing a lot of issues. but they can't do anything. They didn't know the proper awareness what we do. They went to small government office, MRO office, wherever we go. I give something money, I will give like that way. Like this is going on. They don't want how to do. They didn't awareness of that. Due to that, they are doing give something money for land registration, loan purpose, whatever, anything is spoiling is going on. Some who have knowledge that people are overcome that points. That is the thing. Thanks for giving the opportunity, brother.
Okay, thank you so much, Krishna, for sharing your point of view. It's really great from your side, and you spoke very well. And definitely, it's a great problem in every, like, it's a big issue, like, in every country. Not I'm now talking about in India, even in other country also. Though they have a different way, so they took their perspective is different. So definitely, but these things is happening over the country. But that's the things. Okay, thank you so much, Sri Krishna. So now actually we have to wind up the session. So before winding up the session, we would like to get some point. Okay, so actually all people, they already shared their point of view. So now what is the conclusion? So Kamalaji, would you like to say something?
Yeah, Swastik. Yeah.
So according to
Yeah, I
you,
wanna.
so yeah, you listened all people. So according to you, how to eradicate these types of problem from our society? What do you think?
Yeah, if you are asking to me, Swastik, in this era, there are a lot of things to reduce corruption. Number one thing I want to tell you, first of all, you have to be aware. Okay, you have to take initiative. You have to raise your voice because if you will not raise your voice, then no one will understand you. So, number one, that is you have to be aware and you have to raise your voice. Okay, number one is that. And number two is that you have to pay all the things like your income, like your taxes. You have to show all the things in front of the government. I'm talking about the GST, digital process, introducing digital process as well. Okay, in front of the government. It's your responsibility. And number three thing is that if you will see any type of corruption in any type of bribe and dishonest way, so you have to click photos, videos, audios, and you will share. And I wanna tell you, uh, okay, there is a scheme, and that scheme name is Pradhan Mantri Gramin Digital Success Abhiyan. So this is a scheme. In this scheme, if you will find any person to taking money to taking bribe, then you will call them. You will to go to this website and you will complain. And this is a wrap up order to create greater transparency. So this is the thing. And one more thing that is, nowadays data is very important. Data is a critical accent which can be used to power tech innovation. Data can data can make it possible to deter fraud, risk, complex networks. So data is very important nowadays. So these are the things which I explained you, and if we will follow it, definitely we reduce the corruption. And we do not blame government, we do not blame bureaucracy. If you are aware, if you have a guts to raise your voice, then it will not happen. It will not. So first of all, as an individual, we have to take initiative. We have to take own responsibility as a family member, as a citizen of India. So if you will take a responsibility, so definitely society will change. First, you have to change yourself. You have to change yourself and you have to change your ethics, your morals. Definitely society will change. We do not blame always government. No. who is government? You are a part of government. So first, your responsibility, human's responsibility is that. So thank you so much, Swastik, for giving me chance to this awesome podcast. Thank you so much from the bottom of heart.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kamlaji, for being with us for a long time, and you gave your precious time to us. And even I learned something from you. And definitely, it is a big issue right now. As you know, there's so many countries they are suffering, included India as well. So I learned something from you, and thank you. I would like to thank you all people who stayed with me and who gave their opinion on this particular topic. And definitely I learned so many things from you people. And so before winding up this session, I have last announcement, that is, as you know, that every Saturday we organize this podcast shows with different types of new topics. So kindly take a part and give your opinion, put your questions, and if you have any query, you can also uh, give you can also let us know. So definitely it would be great for us as well, and we can make ourselves better. And thank you for being with us. And this recording will be uploaded on YouTube, and you can check it out.
Yeah, Swastik.
Yeah, who is
Swastik,
speaking?
actually,
Can
yeah,
I ask
yeah,
one
and
question? Hello.
Am I
yeah, maybe
audible?
Diksha. Yeah, you are audible. Diksha, wait for a
Okay, so
while.
yeah.
Diksha. Yeah, Swastik. So yeah,
Y-
wait for a while,
Okay.
dear.
And so
Yeah,
yeah, what why I was saying that, yeah, this recording will be uploaded on YouTube, and you can get the notification as well, and you can check it out. Okay, thank you so much. Now I'm going to close this recording. Rooney is also here.